In the year 1478, an Abbey council decreed something the people still whisper about. A nun was sentenced to death, and yet never killed. She sits still, day after day, eyes unblinking in a carved stone chair deep in the catacombs. They called her Sloth Incarnate. They called her Hollow. This is the story of Sister Catharina and the chair that was never meant to let anything else out. Late 15th century monastic life balanced devotion, labor, and strict discipline. Religious houses kept careful records and feared the spread of behaviors that threatened communal prayer. In this world, silence, obedience, and the rhythm of prayer were social glue, and anything that drained those bonds raised alarms. Sister Catharina was known as devout and mild. Then, over weeks, she stopped praying, first the chants, then private devotions. She stopped speaking. She stopped eating in company and eventually stopped moving beyond the bench in the chapel. Her breath kept time. She did not die. Parishioners watched a living silhouette, present but empty. The Abbey's council feared contagion of spirit. Were other sisters at risk of following her into an emotionless hush? Historical accounts, fragmentary and ambiguous, describe a grim solution. Not death, they claimed, but containment. They carved a niche in the catacombs and built a heavy stone chair. A chair meant to isolate the hollowed without spilling panic into the dormitory. On a night of fasting and prayer, the sisters led Catharina down to the catacomb. They bound her in place with a vow and carved symbols around the niche. Prayers invoked to guard the house. They swore not to open the niche except under strict rites. The Abbey kept a watch. Decades passed and the chair remained occupied, a living reminder of what happens when the soul is hollowed. Over the next centuries, scattered notes and parish ledgers record similar cases. A sister stops engaging, falls silent, and a niche is prepared. Some houses reported 1 or 2 episodes. Others denied any recurrence. Folklore turned the stone chair into an emblem, a moral tale about prayer, pity, and the peril of spiritual neglect. How should we read Catharina's condition today? Possible lenses: medical, neurological, a catatonic state, severe depression, or metabolic collapse kept the body alive but withdrawn. Psychological, social, mass psychogenic illness in cloistered environments under stress. Ritual contagion, the Abbey's response was shaped by its theology and fear of scandal. Supernatural reading, the idea of a hollowing force moving through prayerless bodies. We present each without insisting on a single truth. In modern times, the Abbey stands weathered but watchful. A present-day monk historian visiting the catacomb finds the chair and a folded parchment in a hidden seam, an old cautionary note: "Do not wake what hollow waits." He leaves the note sealed again. Whether this is pious superstition or sensible caution is the question each visitor must answer.